Good morning, everyone, to day 3 of the Wealth and Success Superpower Challenge. Today is day 3. We're going to learn the superpower of alignment, which I'll explain in one moment. First, I would just want to congratulate everyone who's been participating, ongoing, and doing lives, putting in comments, and I'm reading all of your comments, and there's ahas and insights and excitement. I think what happens in a challenge is it's like a wake-up call. You hear things that you know already, and then you remember again. Or you may hear new things, or with a new twist. But it's exciting because it gets you a jump start in what it is that you want to change. So again, as always, if you're on the call, please type in your name, say hello, and if you want to share something that you've now had 2 days, and maybe there's something that you've been doing that's been helping you. Maybe you've been doing some of the power stances, changing your focus. Just let us know what you've been doing. Put that in there. It's exciting for people to see. It triggers them to say, oh yeah, I need to do that too, because I know people are starting to share with each other, which is great. That's also reinforcing when you're commenting on other people's. It's just another way to say, cheerlead each other on and say, yes, let's go this way. This is the way. I want to be more successful. I want to be more fulfilled. I want more wealth, and cheer each other on to do this. So today's superpower is all about alignment. What is alignment? First, to understand that we have a conscious mind and a subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind is much more powerful than the conscious mind. The subconscious mind literally runs at least 90% of your emotions, your decisions, and ultimately your results. And this is so powerful. This is probably one of the most powerful sessions that I do, because it's the core of everything. It's the core of your wealth, your fulfillment, your success. So most of us are unaware of what's going on in the subconscious mind. We know the conscious mind because it runs us during the day and it causes us to feel stressed and unhappy. But it also has good thoughts too. But here's an example. You may have a positive thought in your conscious mind, but unknown to you, you have a subconscious mind driving it. So in regards to wealth, for example, you might be saying, yes, I want $100,000 this year, or $200,000, and I want that. I deserve that. That's a conscious thought. And then you're wondering, then why am I not manifesting it? Is because underneath, which we'll be discovering a little bit more today, is a running subconscious thought of, no, you can't. You've never done it before. Why would you be able to do it now? Or it's too hard to do. Or you don't have the talent, capability, whatever, to do it. So there's tons of thoughts running under there that you may not be aware of. And you need to be aware of it, because the moment you say, I want and deserve 200,000 or whatever that number is, and your subconscious mind says, absolutely, you deserve it, that's called alignment. And when you are aligned, you are sending a clear message to the universe, however you want to say universe, source energy, and you actually are sending a clear message energetically out there to receive it. This misalignment is when I think one thing, but my subconscious is saying something else. It's a mixed message, and that causes you to struggle to make money, or makes it very hard, or even impossible. That's why alignment is one of the number one things that you need to do to be successful. So what we're doing today is starting to clear what I'm calling the inner shitty committee. You know that shitty committee. You do it, I do it, we all do it. It pops up so quickly, and it makes you crazy, because you can have a set of positive thoughts. You can be in a good place, and then something comes and triggers you. It could be something someone said or a negative situation, and suddenly those thoughts come in very, very quickly, consciously or unconsciously. So we have to be aware of that inner shitty committee in order to move on. It's what I always say, you can't heal what you don't feel. So you have to be aware of it. So just as a review, we've had Superpower 1, where we've been intentional, creating our vision. Superpower number 2, all about changing your state. And I gave you a lot of different ways of how to change your emotional state so you can be in that positive frame. So a concept that I want to bring up today is, if somebody would write it in, I don't know who's in. I see a lot of people watching, but I don't know how many people are writing in that they're there. A lot of watchers right now. So if you're on, somebody, please write this in. Everything you desire is already here. It's just outside your comfort zone. I'll say it again. Everything you desire is already here. It's just outside your comfort zone. This is a powerful spiritual law of attraction piece. And it's about understanding that everything we want is already within. It's just that our negative belief systems that we've had for years cloud it over. So your capabilities, your ability, your infinite wisdom, your infinite abundance is already within. It just gets clouded up with veils of negative junk. It gets clouded with fear. And so what we want to do ultimately is release those fears and doubts and those dark veils of negative beliefs. And when you do, you're clear. And then you really can tap into what's already there. I hope that makes sense. It looks like a ton of people are watching because I don't see anybody writing in today. Well, we'll just go with what we have. All right. So perception is everything. Your thoughts color your perception. It colors how you see a situation, how you interpret things, how you view the world. But you lose your personal power. Remember, we talked about personal power last time. You lose your personal power the moment you go into lack consciousness. You just lose it. Because that lack consciousness is saying things like, I can't, there's no way, I have bad luck, it's the way it is, I'm not enough, or hundreds of other things that you and I might say. So right now, let's get into some personal power and do our cheer, which is focused, committed, consistent, resilient. Ready? I don't know where you are right now. It's super quiet inside there, but I see watchers. So wherever you are, ready? Let's go. I'm focused, committed, consistent, resilient. I'm focused, committed, consistent, resilient. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. One more time. I'm focused, committed, consistent, resilient. Yes, I'm focused, committed, resilient. Oh, I always screw this up. Focused, committed, consistent, resilient. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Woo! I don't know about you, but that wakes me up. You know, we all need a wake-up call to who we really are. You really are focused, committed, consistent, and resilient. You just forgot. Really. We weren't born unfocused, unhappy. We were born pure. But along the way, early on in our life, some things got messed up there, right? For all of us. And we started getting away from who we really are, our inner wisdom, our inner abundance, all of that. So we're coming back with a wake-up call. All right, so today is about reclaiming our power by changing our mindset, the inner mindset, the subconscious mind. Because unfortunately, a lot of our beliefs program us to sabotage ourselves unknowingly. And there are 3 major blocks, and it looks like still we just have watchers and not in there. I don't know why. By the way, if you're watching this on the replay, write it in since somebody's not writing it now. I just want it on our thread. Here's the 3 major blocks if somebody can write this in now or in the replay. 3 major blocks that stop us from wealth and success. I'm not good enough. I don't deserve. And it's not safe. And of course, there are thousands of other stories that we say to ourselves that feed into our results. I was working with a client, here's an example. of how our subconscious belief takes over who we are. So I was working with a client. He's a go-getter, and he comes in saying to me, I'm very anxious, and I'm not dealing with relationships really well, and I'm short with other people. And I said, what's going on? He goes, well, I'm a go-getter. I make goals, I succeed at them, I did it in my job, and he's, showing all the goals that he's done, and he's succeeded. And he goes, but now I just turned 40, and I don't have any more fire for any goals. It just stopped. He goes, and I'm really down on myself, why I don't have goals and why I'm not succeeding. What's wrong with me? So that was my first little clue, like, bing. Why does he think something's wrong with him? Because he doesn't have a goal, or he's not succeeding right now. Why? No, I start listening to him. And then I start asking him about his past. And he starts telling me about his father. His father would say to him, they come from another state, and I want to keep it as confidential as possible, but in this state there are strong accents. And his father would say, I don't want you to have that accent, and you need to do everything to take away that accent. So even his accent was told it had to be different. And I said, well, what about grades? He goes, yeah, if I had a B, it had to be an A. And he just touts all these things that his father said. So obviously that's a red signal. He has a highly critical father. And I said, oh, so you had a highly critical father? And he looks at me and goes, I guess so. And I'm thinking, he guesses so. It wasn't obvious to him. What happened was he was so used to constant criticism that became normalized. Maybe you can relate to that. So he now thinks criticism is normal. His father's criticism starts becoming his own criticism. Now it's not his father doing it. Now he's doing it. What's wrong with me? I don't have goals. And now that shifts into anxiety. Do you see how everything just starts following from that? So not being aware that so it translates into the belief, I'm not good enough. And he's not aware that it all comes from this programming from the past. And he's not aware that I'm not good enough, although I made him aware of it. And you could see the little clicks in his brain, and he's going, okay, that makes sense. I'm not good enough, so that's making me feel anxious. And so he's sharing all of this, and he's getting these ahas. So what happened is he normalized perfectionism and criticism, which translated into I'm not good enough. We all have inner shitty committee. Do you see why it's so important that we start clearing that? Because without that, you will be stuck. He got stuck in his emotional life. You're getting stuck in your wealth and abundance life. We get stuck there. So if you keep hitting a wall in your life with not enough money, with not a great love life, whatever that is, I guarantee you there's an underlying story there with a set of beliefs that's creating those habits and behaviors that don't serve you anymore. Did you know, by the way, that they've done studies on this, we have at least 60,000 thoughts that run in our subconscious mind all day long. Well, I shouldn't say subconscious, in our total mind. That's a lot of thoughts. The research also showed that most of those thoughts are negative. No wonder we have so many people who are unhappy. And so we have to shift that. We have to shift that. Are you going to be totally positive? No, unless you're perfect, and you can't be. Or maybe unless you're Mother Teresa or Jesus Christ or people like that. But most of us are going to have some negative thoughts. The goal is to reduce them significantly so you live a happy, fulfilled, abundant life. So today what we're going to do is we're going to start right now with tapping. I still can't tell who's on. If somebody's on, please type in your name and say, hi, I'm here, because I'm not seeing that. I'm just seeing a lot of watchers. All right, we're going to use tapping, and for those to release a block that you have around wealth in a moment. First, I'm going to explain tapping, and then we're going to do it, and that's what we're going to do for today, and you're going to get a really nice taste and hopefully a good release about your negative belief right now. So tapping, this is tapping, is based on the principles of acupuncture. I'm going to say it real fast because we're just going to do it. And acupuncture believes that we have energy meridians, energy lines of energy that run through our body. And when they use needles, but we're going to tap. When they use the needles, it opens up the chi or the energy, and they get healing for the body. We do the same thing with tapping on the main meridian points that I'm going to show you now. And when you're tapping on those points, what it's doing with the words that I'm saying is it literally, the research is showing that they've done research now in tapping, that it rewires your brain. It's not just all woo-woo and energy. It calms down the amygdala in your brain and causes less stress and will de-intensify and many times eradicate negative thoughts and emotions. That's powerful. So I'm going to show you real quickly the points, and then we're going to start tapping. Here's the points. The first one is on the side of the hand. It's called the karate chop point. You just take 2 or 3 fingers, tap, tap, tap. I go on the right side of my body because I'm a right side, but it doesn't matter. The next point is the corner of your nose and eyebrow, side of the eye, under the eye, under the nose, the chin point, the collarbone point. This one I have to stand up so you could see. 4 inches from your arm pit down on the side, and the top of your head in a circle. Those are the points that we're going to do. So I used to think it looks weird, but I've done this with thousands and thousands of clients. I've had miraculous results with myself, and literally hundreds and thousands of people that have used this. It is one of the most rapid techniques I have ever found to eradicate negative belief systems. So let's do it. So how we're going to do it is we're going to have you access a belief that you no longer want. And I'm going to ask this question. Hopefully you can write, or if you can't, if you're in the car, you'll have to say it in your mind. Ask yourself right now, I don't have all the wealth and success that I want because I fear, and fill it in, or I doubt, and fill that in. So you're just coming up with some beliefs. Don't think about it too much, just the first thing that comes up. I don't have the wealth and abundance that I want because I fear blank, or I doubt blank. So whatever comes up, I doubt that I can do it, I doubt that I can have it, or I fear that it's going to be too hard, it's a struggle. Write down whatever comes up. Got that? Okay. So let me give you a few seconds to really come up, and then pick. You may have more than one that's normal that will come up. And I want you to pick one for this tapping exercise. Now, those of you who were in a car, it's going to be a little hard to do in the car. You can tap, but I want you to be really focused on your driving. Come back and do this. It's a really powerful exercise. So we're going to tap and mix a little visualization in there, and many of you will get powerful shifts with this. All right, so pick one belief that you're holding on to, a negative belief that's blocking you from wealth, and then just repeat everything after me like you're an echo. Ready? Starting with the karate chop point. Even though I have this belief, and then say your belief. Where I decided a long time ago I'm not enough or I don't deserve, just keep repeating after me. I accept myself. Even though I carry this belief and it's blocking my ability to have wealth, I choose to heal that now. Now we're going to just tap through the points. Just keep repeating after me. All these beliefs that I'm not enough, that it's not safe or I can't be out there, or I don't deserve. All these beliefs entrenched in my subconscious mind. I'm opening up right now to the part of me that knows that I am enough, that knows that I deserve, under the arm, and that it's safe to get all my needs met. Imagining now a powerful light from this consciousness entering into my subconscious mind now. This light begins to clear and delete old programming, clearing all old stories and beliefs that hold me back. So now we're going to do some clearing on all this junk, okay? Releasing all these fears and all these judgments from my cellular memory and from my mind. Releasing them from my nervous system and energy field now. Releasing, clearing. Releasing and clearing. Anywhere where I was denied to be myself and shine. Transmute and transform this now. Anywhere where I gave up my power to be and express all of me, transmute and transform this now. Transmuting this into this healing light. Clearing and deleting. All the ways that I bought into that I'm not enough. Clearing and deleting now. Clearing. They're just old stories carried to me unknowingly. Take a breath. That just kind of moves the energy. And now we're going to do some visualization. Now you can't do this in the car, but you can listen and get some of the sense of it. But you definitely want to come back to this video if you're driving so that you can get the full benefit of this. So with your eyes closed, if you're in a safe place, I want you to imagine now opening your heart, mind, and soul to the divine power that I really am, to my enoughness. Just imagine you're opening up to your enoughness, releasing and dissolving all the stress that you've held about not being enough, about not having enough. In this space, I want you to imagine seeing a beautiful golden light coming from above, from the universe, from the skies, and just feel that light moving from the top of your head all through your body. Gently filling your body with this gold, vibrant light, filling up every cell in your body. And as it moves through your body, it's opening up the energy for you to expand into more joy, more prosperity, more abundance, so that you can allow in and receive. Just feel that. Let this golden light just transmute and transform anywhere where you have felt unworthy and undeserving of joy and prosperity. Let it transmute it. Just imagine it, transforming and transmuting it now. Clearing, 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 deleting, deleting, deleting from your subconscious. Anywhere that you denied all that you are and didn't allow yourself to shine through because of the fears that you would be judged in any way. Delete and clear that now. Anywhere where you have felt not enough and you bought into that. Anywhere that you projected power onto things or somebody else and gave up your power, allow this golden light now to transmute it all. Letting yourself upgrade your consciousness and abundance into this golden frequency now. Just feel that. Receiving all of this energy right into your power chakra center. That's like you're right above your navel. Feeling that expand in your power chakra. Anything that you picked up from past generations that has been programmed into your energy field and your subconscious mind, delete and uncreate that, and letting that golden light just transmute and transcode this now. Dissolving this programming now. Dissolving. And now I'll just finish with a little bit of tapping on the eyebrow point, tapping into the knowing that I truly deserve what I desire to manifest. Keep repeating after me. I love receiving wealth and money and knowing that I deserve it. Embracing and embodying infinite love into my life. Embracing infinite abundance and prosperity into my life. Opening up my divine power to be a great manifester of love and wealth. Under the arm. I'm ready to turn things around. I'm ready for greater wealth with more ease and flow. I'm willing, I'm able to invite all this goodness into me now for the highest good of all. Take a breath. Well, how did that feel? Now, since for some reason I'm not seeing people write today, I'm going to ask you, how did you feel? And please put this in the replay. It's kind of weird today. I'm not seeing much today. Just put in, how did that feel? Many of you will have already gotten shifts just by doing a simple tapping like that. That's, by the way, why I'm offering that 2-week wealth intensive I told you about with tapping, because the number thing that you want to do if you really want to get wealthy is start releasing this. So we got a little appetizer today in that wealth intensive. We're going to dive deep and start releasing so many blocks that you have with my coaching. And you'll have all the details on Friday about that. So remember, you truly are one shift away from greater wealth. This kind of work that we're doing shifts your wealth consciousness. So I hope you had some shifts today. Your homework today is go and do this tapping again on another belief. I'm sure you had more than one that you wrote down, so you can practice the tapping and start getting into the feel for it. And start make a list of what are all my blocks to wealth and abundance, and have that ready. Because remember, you can't heal what you don't feel, just having the awareness. That's your assignment today. Please write in the comments when you come into the Facebook, and you can write, what are some of your blocks? Or you can comment with your live video or comments on the shifts that you got with this tapping. And I'll look forward to hearing from you today. I'll be looking. So have a wonderful day. Start the tapping. It is the most rapid technique that you can use to just start clearing that subconscious mind and get into alignment, your superpower. Bye, everyone. Have a great day.